Alright there folks, welcome to another Fishing Adventures Bite Size, and today we're talking arms, feeder arms in particular. Now, I've used for years and years and years the Preston Innovation one, okay, which is this one here. And you've got basically a rigid arm, a screw out bit there so you can extend it further out if you need to. And that's basically as exciting as it gets, to be honest with you. And now this was great. I used to love this for fishing on the commercials and stuff like that and the still waters. But it lacks a little bit of adjustment. I've been in situations where it's been a little bit too long and the tip of the rod has been too high out of the water, and it just causes no end of trouble. I like it when I'm feeder fishing. I like the tip to be as close to the water as possible, just so I know it's not getting affected by the wind and stuff like that. For me, it just gives me a little bit more confidence. So I've kind of binned this one off a little bit, and in its place I've got this one. Now this is the Matrix, okay, it's the 3DR version, and it's absolutely mint. I cannot rate it enough, to be honest with you. Now it's obviously half the size of the Preston one. Even when it's fully extended, it doesn't come close to matching the length. See, that Matrix one is fully extended, the Preston one is just its normal standard length, okay, so there's no real advantage there. So what were I thinking buying it? What was my thought process behind it? Well, this little bit here, that little wheel there, okay, when it's on your seat box, I'll just clip it on actually, because it's easier, isn't it? And then I'll show you them side by side. So there we go, so that one's on there. Let me just move the camera and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right then, so this is attached to the seat box. Now generally I'd have it all the way down to the bottom, okay, like that. Now then, you've always got your rear butt rest. Now, just for the sake of argument, I would always have this on the left hand leg so my rod goes across my body like that. But for the ease of the video, I've popped it on this leg. Now the advantage that this one has over the Preston one, as I've said, is this little wheel here. And if you're sat on your box and you need to adjust that rod tip, okay, you simply undo that and that lifts up and down. And that just gives me a ton of versatility. Now, you can adjust the length of the Preston one to alter the range of that tip, but there's no way you can do that while you're sat on your box. You've got to physically get off your box, take the arm off, adjust it, and then put it back on and hope it's the right length. Whereas this one, you don't. You can do it all sat on your box in one easy movement. Now, the other advantage to this is that you can set this up right to the very top of your leg, like so. And if you're fishing a river, you can just simply adjust it so it's angled up like that. And that is perfect for fishing rivers, okay? Now, if you've seen the recent videos or you've been following me on the Facebook group, you know that I've fallen out with rivers, so I'm not going to use it for that. But what I used to do before is take a massive long bank stick and stick it somewhere so my rod tip was up in the air. But this solves that problem. It ticks another box in one easy product. So if you haven't already, go and check them out. And the other good thing about this is, actually, while I'm going on about it, is with all the Matrix 3DR stuff, they've got a quick release thing at the top. Now, I'll just come a bit closer to the camera, because that little button in there, that presses in. And when you press that in, it releases this top section. He says, it's easier when you've got a rod rest in, but I haven't got any with me. But there you go. So you press that button in, that pops out. So if you wanted to have a different rod rest and you wanted to change it over quickly, you can do it dead simple, just like that. And that just clips in and it's safe and secure. It's not going to come out or anything like that. Just a fantastically designed, well thought out bit of kit. I'm going to put a link in the description below, as always, so you can go and check them out. I think this was about $24.99. I'm not entirely sure how much the others are from Preston, because as I say, I've had that for years and years and years. But this one is just a better thought out product, and it's never let me down, to be perfectly honest. And getting that fine adjustment on that tip is key, especially nowadays in match fishing. It's ultra competitive. even on your normal local open matches, you need every advantage and every edge that you can get over your competition. So I'd definitely go and check these out. Cheers.